Mr. Fraudman, bring me a dream. Bring me the goofiest dancer that I've ever seen. Make him look like a wacko plastic magazine. I can't sing, but let me tell you something. Fraudman does look like Liberace nowadays. I got something to show you here. Fraudman always plays that. I was always defending MJ. Well, you did until you didn't. Until you did again, until you didn't again. He's a flip flopper. I believe they paid him off or promised him like they would be in a video with him or something sick like that. This guy is the most despicable man. Honestly. Ah, damn it, Mandy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Fraudman's a real bad guy. And I'm going to play a few videos here of Fraudman two-time. And I want to paint a Picasso. I want to paint a picture of you, of Fraudman, who is somebody who flip-flops a lot for money, for anything, for fame. And I'm going to show you many cases of that. And then I'm going to point out and show you what a liar he is, how he lied about a lot of things, especially the Corey Haim stuff, which is utterly disgusting to do to your friend. I don't like Fraudman. I think he's hashtag felt. And this is Uncle Wolf. Welcome to the show.
It was on that set, 1984.
Oh, this is called Corey Feldman. I can no longer defend Michael Jackson anymore. This is at first Corey defended him until the Jacksons aren't giving him what he wanted. He's like, you know what? I'm defending you. I deserve more. I deserve something. I'm defending you. He didn't really get that, so then he decided he was going to go on the prosecution's team, and I'll show you that too, where he was going to join the prosecution against Michael Jackson. And then I guess Team Jackson says, you know what, bring this little creep in, throw him a fucking bone, so he doesn't testify and make stories up or whatever he says. You know what I mean? He was always jealous of him, exactly. So this is when he flipped on him the first time, right here. Let's listen.
But actor Corey Feldman says that he met Michael Jackson.
If you hear an echo.
And the two became friends. So in the wake of the startling allegations made in the film Leaving Neverland, made by two men, Wade Robson and James Safechuck, Feldman initially criticized the film, calling it one-sided, without evidence, saying his friendship with Michael Jackson was never inappropriate. But now the actor is clarifying some of his comments, saying, quote,
all of a sudden, he's clarifying. Corey remembers. Corey's motivated about cha-ching, money. He's the most selfish, narcissistic, little creepy man you're ever going to see. And I seen the comments, you guys laughed. Wow, you're a mean guy. You're angry. You bet your ass I am. This is called the Silver Bullet, pal. I don't like Fraudman. I never did. I followed the Wolf Pack. I followed Bobby Wolf. I used to watch their shows, and I never liked Fraudman. Never liked him. I know this creep. I know the lies. How he two-timed his friend after he passed away. This guy's a creep and a friggin' liar and tries to rewrite history. That tale of the two Coreys makes me sick. We'll get into that in the future. But here's I'm just showing you a piece of Corey's character. Watch him twist and turn on MJ 2 or 3 times, flip-flop. Nothing sacred but Corey.
Michael was my friend, but that does not mean I condone any harmful behavior, physical or mental. This is new information to me. It takes me time to absorb and process, and we want to...
You know what he's really saying right there? He's saying, dear Jackson family, throw me a bone. Dear Michael Jackson also, throw me a bone, give me some money, or let me do something, give me something, or I'm going to be your enemy. I must be rewarded for sticking up for you the first time.
Welcome now, actor Corey Feldman. Thanks for being with us. Let's pick up with that last line. Absorb.
Look at him trying to look like a decent, upstanding human being.
Processing. Where are you with all this?
Well, as I mentioned in my statement, it is obviously a very emotional time for me.
OG Wolfpack, what's up? Emotional time for him. Listen.
And this is a very emotional process for any survive.
What he really means right there, this is a very opportunistic time for me, and I am playing my card right now so I can get maybe do a tour going around dressed up as Halloween figures.
Of abuse. Anybody that's been through these things, to first of all, I ask people to put themselves in my shoes. You know, you're a kid who
and that would be a size 3. He wears a size 3.
has endured sexual abuse, and during those times,
I'm not making fun of Corey's sexual abuse that he went through, even though I do believe he did go through sexual abuse with those older dudes. But he also, in his own words, which I'm going to show you in the future, in his own words, says on the Sally Jesse Raphael show that the men who molested him, he kicked him out. The next day, he just gave him mean looks, and he didn't want to confront him. And then it happened again. Then it happened again. Then he kicked him out, and then he let him move back in. And then he stole money. Then he kicked him out. And that's Corey's own words.
I'm looking to somebody like Michael Jackson as a friend, as a big brother figure, and he was that person to me. However, as you're friends with this guy, all of a sudden you start to hear more and more accusations.
All of a sudden you hear more and more accusations. See, he's telling the Jacksons right there, okay, I'm going to go to the other side, I'm going to hurt you, make me happy. I want to address what Seymour says. That's very nailed it. I think Feldman helped his cupcake. We use the word cupcake so they don't flag us. His cupcake friend to get Haim. You're exactly right. Feldman was the one who knew Hollywood, who was in with all them creeps, not Haim. Haim came from Canada. He hooked up with Feldman. Feldman introduced him to all them creeps. He wanted what happened to him to happen to Haim. He hated Haim. He was jealous. He loved and envied him at the same time. Feldman is somebody who looks up to people, who tries to take on their personas. Look at Michael Jackson, for Christ's sakes. He copies everything about MJ. He tried to copy Elvis. He is a follower. He doesn't know who he is. So he's constantly a consummate emulator of people. And one of them was Corey Haim. He hated Corey Haim, but also loved and looked up to him in a sick, demented way. But the hatred was way much stronger.
Being thrown around by various people, and it comes to a point where, as an advocate for victims,
as an advocate for myself who wants to go on tour with the Angels, I'm going to turn against Michael for money, or you better make me happy.
As an advocate for changing the statutes of limitations to make sure that victims' voices are heard.
He didn't change it.
It becomes impossible for me to stay virtuous and not
look at these words, stay virtuous. Who do you think you're talking to? The Senate of Rome? Watch him, boy. See the hounds we have over here? Watch him. It's Corey. Get Corey. I'm only kidding.
At least consider what's being said and not listen to what the victims are
cupcake,
saying. This is very
cupcake
important.
Is the key word for the potato, for the potato, for the pedo, pedo. We use that. Cupcake is what we use for one of them people who hurt children. Cupcakes.
Important. We must give them their voice. We must allow them to speak. And therefore, we also must consider all sides of this, even as uncomfortable as that may be.
That's not uncomfortable. This is such an opportunity. Just like Machiavelli said, no good tragedy goes out without an opportunity, or something like that. God bless Niccolo Machiavelli. Friggin' Corey knew right there. Like I said, the Jacksons were he stuck up for him, and he wasn't getting no special treatment. So now I'm gonna turn on you, where you're gonna pay me.
Got it. Well, let's hit this on a couple fronts. First off, describe your relationship with Michael Jackson. Again, number one, you say nothing ever inappropriate. Beyond that, what was it like?
Yeah.
Well, he's lying. I got another video that I'm going to play right now, matter of fact. I don't know if I should play this whole thing. I don't really get into the MJ stuff at all. It's too complicated and stuff like that. But I will play Corey. Now, this is a very good one that Corey wants off the internet. This is the one with Martin Berchier. This is where he goes full. This is I believe the first time he betrays Jackson. Right here. This is before the one we just seen. This is when his son Zen was a baby. Watch this one. This is real damning. And right after this, and it says it, Bashir says it at the end. He says, Feldman is going to testify for the prosecution this week. But that never happened. You know why? Because the Jackson camp got a hold of him and they worked something out with Corey. Corey will throw you some money. Corey will help you make an album or something fucking stupid. Corey will put fucking Joe Schmo on your track.
But Feldman says that the birth of his son Zen changed his perspective forever. He could no longer remain silent. He says that talking about what happened between him and Michael Jackson has...
I will say this is the probably normalest I've ever seen him look, even though he's not normal. Feldman must have got some money from the... Yes, he did seem well, without a doubt, dude. He had to. He extorted. It was a shakedown. What this stream right here is a shakedown of Michael Jackson. The title of this video is Corey Feldman says Michael Jackson showed him nude photos. This is with him and Martin Bashir back in the 90s. This is the first time he flipped on MJ because, like I said, he always stuck up for MJ at first. Why did he do that? So he could get something in return. He never got that in return or enough of it, and now he wants more.
Been the toughest experience of his life. So what does he say really happened during the sleepovers with Michael Jackson?
Were you ever shown any images that were inappropriate?
If you consider it inappropriate for a man to look at a book of naked pictures with a child that's 13 or 14 years old, then your answer would be yes.
Wow, Corey, you don't talk about that no more, Corey. Why don't you ever talk about that no more, Corey? Huh? He should have used that money playing because of his life. Yes, no kidding. He's a liar. Yeah, he don't talk about this no more. Why don't Corey ever mention this?
When he learned the details of the current case,
he acts like this never happened, like it never happened. Like, you know, like a dusk in the wind, you know, Gone with the Wind. You took my plantation, Tara.
And found out that a key piece of evidence is alleged to be a pornographic magazine with 2 sets of fingerprints on it, Michael Jackson's and the young boy he's accused of molesting. Feldman says he knew he had to reveal his own.
Fraudman knew he had to, so it corroborated the story in Fraudman's case, is what they're trying to say. That boy said he looked at nude things. Fraudman said it, and that's why they paid him off.
Own story.
I don't get into the Michael Jackson whole thing, but Fraudman, I don't believe a word he says ever. He's just a consummate liar.
Michael and I would talk about him sleeping over at my house. He'd say, do you have any books at your house? Well, what do you mean? What kind of books? He'd say, well,
look at him. It's his best friend. He idoled the man that he mimics. He wasn't mimicking him back then. Look, Fraudman was trying to be like Walter Cleaver back then. He thought him and Susie were looked at as Walter Cleaver, the Cleavers. Leave it to Beaver. Starring Corey Fraudman as a normal dad with a wife with a son. Didn't last too long, did it, Cor? That's what happens when you marry your fans. You sick, demented puppy. But, oh, my God, he's trying to pull the Leave It to Beaver act. He doesn't even know who he is. Now, listen closely. He don't talk about this no more. So he said this about his best friend, MJ, who he idolizes, who he emulates, I always stuck up for MJ, always. Not right now, Corey, huh?
Playboy, Penthouse, that sort of thing.
Hey, what did Michael let you look at?
He'd say, well, you know, Playboy, Penthouse, that sort of thing. As long as there's books there, then I'll come sleep over.
What a traitor. All for money.
Now you can take that for what it's worth.
Now watch this cheeky what it's worth thing he says.
That doesn't prove anything.
Watch him smile. Watch.
Right.
That doesn't prove that Michael Jackson's a pedophile.
What?
That doesn't prove that he's
smile.
molested anybody.
Right.
So why does it disturb you now?
Because when I look at the pieces of evidence,
look at him throwing right into the
and
butt.
I see that one of the pieces of evidence.
What he's really saying is, Jackson family, cough up some money or I'm going against you.
Is Michael Jackson looking at pornographic material with a child? And the child is 13 or 14 years old.
Well, you don't talk about this no more, Cole.
And the fact that I witnessed that exact occurrence in my own life At the
Do
same
you remember the time when Corey lied a lot? Do you remember the time when Feldman lost Courtney? Do you remember the time when he tells a lot of lies?
age has to give me reason to pause
Listen, but
and
pause.
say, if this happened with me
I want money from Michael Jackson.
and the kid saying it happened with him,
Then I must get.
then this can't be all made up.
Then I got to get money out of this somehow.
And it can't all be lies. Because
And I must shake them down. I don't care what the truth is. Kids getting hurt or not hurt. I want to go on tour. Me and the Angels must go on tour in Corey's band. We must go on tour with that 70s fucking glass you're wearing all over the place.
at least that one little thing right there I know is completely accurate.
Hee hee.
Michael Jackson never did come to Corey's home.
Of
But he
course
says-
not. MJ hated and despised this guy.
He did get to go to Disneyland with his idol. They stopped at Michael's home on the way.
We went to his apartment and I noticed a book that he had out on his coffee table. The book contained pictures of grown men and women naked.
What a great friend, Cor.
And the book was focused on venereal diseases in the genitalia. And he sat down with me and he
Anything?
explained it to me. Showed me some different pictures and
And listen, I'm not telling you Corey's telling the truth or he's not. I don't know. All I know is he's the biggest liar in the world. And it's like the boy who cried wolf, you know? He lied so many times. The lies about Corey Haim, the lies about all these characters, himself getting stabbed. Fucking, oh my God. Michael Jackson told him he was going to make, what's that song? What's Up with the Youth, a #1 hit, and take it to Tommy Mottola.
discussed what those meant.
Sure.
I was kind of grossed out by it. I didn't think of it as a big deal. And for all these years,
I want money now.
I probably never thought twice about it.
Until I
But in
want
light
money.
of recent evidence,
Money.
I have to say that if my son was 13 years old,
And you had Zen living in your Corey's Angels mansion back then when it was a smut fest.
and went to a man's apartment that was 35,
That's right. What Corey goes where the money
and I knew
takes.
that they were sitting down together talking about this, I would probably beat his ass.
Yeah, right. He is.
Feldman says he was never molested by Jackson.
All right. Let's go to the next one real quick. This is real insane.
Hurry,
Yeah.
save, and get more faves during Kohl's biggest clearance event. Save up to 7.
Then on the other side of the coin, I've got
Look at this. Look at this little golem. Look at him. Wow. He looks like a mannequin. You know, wax museum. Like if you walked into a wax museum, you would look at this. Watch him. It's Corey. Get him. That's right. So you get the hounds of hell. Joke. Wax Museum Corey. This is called Why Corey Feldman Turned Down Michael Jackson's Help to Get a #1 Hit at this store. Why wasn't this in the book?
Michael Jackson as a close friend.
Look at this awkward, gawky guy.
And I play Michael Jackson my song What's Up with the Youth.
Yeah, right.
And he says, Corey,
And he says, Corey, you're fucking terrible. Stick to the Goonies. Matter of fact, stick to the Fox and the Hound where they can't see your face. Especially now. Look, he thinks he's Michael Jackson.
it's a #1 song.
That's a #1
That song
Howie Mandel was like, yeah, okay. It's a #1 song. Yeah, right.
one song. That song literally can go to #1. And if you let me, I will walk it into Tommy Mottola at CBS Records right now, and I will make that song #1.
I'm calling bullshit. Bullshit. Corey is such an opportunistical bastard. He asked the Haim family if he could film the season of 3 Corey starring The Wake, for Christ's sakes. He would have totally took Michael Jackson's help, and there would have been nothing wrong with it. People do help other people in that fucking industry. They're friends, you know. If your friend's got a good song, yeah, play it. Corey's full of shit.
And I was like, thank you, Michael. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, right.
But no, I'm good.
Listen to Modest Corey, Modest Strong. I liked playing all these little shit ho-dunk, po-dunk bars with 5 people throwing things at me, making fun of me. Bullshit.
Good.
Why? Why no?
Well, because
Why not?
2 reasons. One, I was a real friend to him, and I didn't want him to think that I was just another leech sucking off
Bullshit. This is such
of
bullshit.
his teeth to try to get something.
His teeth, so to say. Okay, Aristotle. Okay, fucking wax museum boy. Is he crazy? Yes, he's a #1 song in his own mind. In his own mind. See what Mandy says. He says, Corey, get the fuck out of my house. You're hurting Bubbles' ears with that shit. That's what he would have said. Corey, get out of my house right now. Bubbles is going to kick your ass, Corey. Get out of my house. Yeah, he would have told him, get out of the house. #1, that song sucked. What's up with you? What's up with you? What's up with you? Oh, it was terrible.
You know, that wasn't my intention. My intention was to play him a song and see if he liked it and what he thought. And to hear Michael Jackson tell you that the song's a hit and could be #1.
And you don't fucking say, yeah, Mike, let's go for it. You're a fucking idiot. But that never happened. Look at this creepy Corey. I am a vampire. Wow, look at him. Wow, where is his lips? Yeah, this is such a bullshit story. If this is the truth, let's just play devil's advocate and say this is the truth. He is the dumbest son of a bitch in the world. And we know he's such a narcissist and egomaniac that would have never happened. If Michael Jackson would have offered to help him, he would have ate cow dung.
What else do you
But
need?
did he want to sing it?
No.
Oh, that's the best if he want to sing it. Did he want to sing it? Whoa, man, that was funny. Corey, you fucking Corey Feldman, your music. You suck.
To help me go to that
Me,
place.
I'm the singer. Like, I know I suck so bad, but like, come on. Tell me that wasn't funny. His lame tours and music videos, ain't it? No kidding.
And my other part of it was, if I'm going to be a success in the music industry, I have to earn it.
Look at noble Corey, the lion heart. Noble Lord Coreyham. Corey of Nottingham. Noble Lord. He wants to take the strong road. Fuck path of least resistance, Corey Feldman. Why don't you march to Sparta? You're a proper little Spartan, aren't you, Corey? You proper little wax figure.
I have to earn it the hard way. I have to.
I have to earn it the hard way. I got to blow Dominic Brazier and Marty Weiss. And I got to live with him and give him fellatio all the time and then set my poor friend up.
Play the crappy clubs. I have to get paid $150 for a gig and sweat it out and have beer bottles thrown in.
Is this guy the most phoniest human being you've ever seen, or what? Is this the most phoniest human being you've ever seen?
And all the stuff that I had to go through for decades, way longer than most artists, I'm sure. But you know,
Mandel's looking at him like he is fucking batshit.
Decades. I literally went through this, taking the bottom of the barrel and toughing it out and proving to people that I was serious about my art, that I wasn't going to just ride on Michael's tailcoats.
But isn't that
what? I wasn't just going to ride on Michael's tailcoats. You are literally right now dancing like him, trying to sing all your songs, mimic songs of his. You are doing it. That's exactly what you're doing. So if Michael offered you back then, you just want to pretend like you were his best friend, like you didn't betray him in like the 2 videos where you just watch. You fucking Benedict Arnold.
This business is predicated on relationships.
Look how big my cheeks are.
And do you regret that you didn't let him do that?
He's like, did you regret that, you dumb son of a bitch? All you want to do is be a musician and have a hit to hit the top 40, you loser. And Michael Jackson offered to help you, and you said no. Ha 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 ha, loser. Wow. Well, we know that didn't happen.
sure, there's parts of me that go, damn it.
Look at him got loud. Now he knows he fucked up, right? He knows so now he's like, parts of me, sure. I'm like, parts of me. What happened to the noble Corey, the noble Braveheart, storming the field and taking the hard road, marching to Sparta and fighting off the Persian armies?
So much easier.
And you still have a positive view of Michael.
I do. But
you don't believe the stories?
No. But
I don't believe riding someone's coattails.
But okay.
But that's what Corey does. Yes, the only one who was believing this is Heather May Dawn, the snow owl that we found up in Alaska. The albino snow owl comes out twice a year on the coldest night near Christmas Eve, and it plays a Corey Feldman song called Ascension Millennia. I'm joking. But she is in love with Corey, and Corey won't have nothing to do with her but take her money. She bought 14 boxes of those hearts.
We'll get back to that in a second. But
look how cringy Corey is.
Inside joke. But the point being that
Dominic Brage's inside joke.
I didn't want to be Michael Jackson's protege, even though sometimes people kind of treat me that way anyway. But imagine if I did that. Then that's all it would be. And then there wouldn't.
That's just everybody laughs at this guy for being Michael Jackson wannabe. What's he talking about? He would have done way better if Michael helped him get that song, What's Up with the Fucking Puke? What's up with the puke? What's up with the puke? What's up with the puke? Corey just spiked your drink there, young lady. That's what's up with the puke.
Wouldn't be any room for my Truth Movement band. There wouldn't be any room.
If Michael helped me get a #1 single, there would have been no movement for Truth Movement band. What a psychotic man. Do you understand the psychotic mess that is the mind of Corey Feldman? There is no other like Feldman, the egotistical, narcissistic, friggin' psychopath with sycophants around him. If you say no to him and it's not great, you're not a genius, you're no longer a friend.
For a song like The Joke, because now you're in a box. You're Michael Jackson 2, or Mini Michael, or White Michael, or whatever way you want to frame it. But that would have been it. That would have been it. And that
they would have called you white. Listen, you can't sing, you can't dance like Michael Jackson or hate him. Michael Jackson could sing and dance. He was talented. You're not.
That's very limiting. And I was like, you know what? No, I think I got to be known as my own entity.
No, Michael, don't help What's Up with the Youth get the #1 with Tommy Mottola with Sony. No. I wouldn't want that. Not me.
And so I fought through and I made that happen.
He didn't make it happen. He made nada happen. Nothing at all. Do you know why he's on Loserville tour? The biggest fucking crowds he's ever had? For one reason only. Fred Durst put him up there on purpose. As a lolcow. Dun, 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 Corey. As a JoJo the Dancing Circus Monkey. It's exactly. Andy, that Heather chick is Feldman's Florida Flo. That is. But worse than Florida Flo. Aletto was feared Florida Flo, so he wouldn't meet her. But Feldman's met. Heather Dawn May has money. She comes from like senators or grandfathers or senators. There was also like a great-grandfather was a Ku Klux Klan member. She's got money, so she buys all of Feldman's CDs. She buys like 10% of his CDs. She's definitely stage 5 clinger without a doubt. And now if Feldman had any respect for the Snow Owl, he would at least date her right now. All the hard work and money she's put in. Well, money she's put into his CDs and all that stuff, helping him hit some local radio stations top 80. She should deserve a date or something, and not him just flattering her online. She truly loves him. And they could move in together, and they could be a very big jaw, fat-faced man looking like Liberace, puffed up, and a very nice snow owl living together in Alaska, up in a tree or something, maybe on a cliff. He'll put on the tour to be controlled. Yes, exactly, Seymour. He's on the tour. As we speak, I'm going to one. I don't want to give too information, but we're going. and we're all gonna be in the front row. We're gonna ask him about why he lied and if he can take down the tales of two Corys and some other things. Without a doubt, without. All right, I'm gonna end this. I want to thank you all for watching. Much appreciated. In a couple, maybe a couple days, I'll do another Fraudman stream. About 2 and 3 more days. We'll expose more Fraudmen. Maybe we'll even get a shout out to the Wolfpack gals and to Bobby Wolf and to the Haim family, all the people that have been fighting Fraudman's lies for years. God bless. It's Moyona. Wait till Uncle Red comes. Uncle Red will join me next time. Uncle Red is my uncle. My name is Uncle Wolf. Uncle Red will join me next time. He's a partner, an uncle, family.